G'day everyone, welcome to our Stamp and Create Facebook Live. Thanks for joining me, I really appreciate it. So today I thought some of us sort of forget about the catalogues and using them for inspiration. So today I thought we'd start a series on casing the catalogue. Okay, so let's see how we go. So what we're going to do is case this card here. Can you see that? On page 15 of the annual catalogue. I only thought I'd do this one only because the page opened when I dropped the catalogue. That's all, so no specific reason as to why we're doing that one. Okay, so it may be a little bit dark and we may drop out periodically. I'm hoping that the internet stays around. I'm having problems with the internet every time it rains or overcast. Our internet plays up. Okie dokie. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna use Friends Are Like Seashells. Okay. Now that also has the embossing folder and the dies to match. So that's the embossing folder and they're the dies. Okie dokie. But I'm not going to use the dies because I think I'll just fussy cut. But we will be using the embossing folder. Okay, so we'll put this here so we can copy, and I'll just grab our kit. I've got all my little pieces chopped up, and I've also got my layer of cardstock. Yeah, we're going to be stopping and starting. Sorry about that with the internet. So I've actually embossed a piece of basic white with the seashell 3D embossing folder. Okie dokie. And I'm not doing a square. I'm actually gonna do just the normal size standard card. I thought we could turn that into a standard. And I'm just only using a couple of colours, which is, I think it's grey granite and basic white. Now I'm not sure what we're going to be doing, but I've just cut my squares. Hey Sharon, how are you? I can't really see the comments today for some reason. So these are all our bits and pieces. So we'll grab our stamp set, which is, I can't find it now. How can things disappear just like that? Do you know what? I can't find my stamp. Here it is. So I think we will, they've used all the one image, so we might do the same, eh? Let's see. Let's use that shell. I don't think it'll be too big. No. Okay. So what I might do also is, let's use that, and let's use this one for some sand. I think that'll do it. So we'll just put these on handles, blocks. And we might do a little bit of, just bear with me. We might do a little bit of masking, eh? And if that doesn't work, we can always try something else. Okay, so what I'm going to do first up is we might stamp our shell in, excuse me, Blushing Bride, and we're also going to use grey granite. Okay, so let's stamp our shell onto our little squares. Now I'll have all, oops, that dropped off, that was lucky. I will have all our measurements for the card yeah, we're dropping in and out, so just bear with me. I apologise for that. As I was saying, I'll have all the measurements for our card in the group, in the Stamp and Create group this afternoon. So all I'm going to do now, you could use a post-it note if you wanted to, or our masking sheets, but I'm just going to use these. I mean a scrap of paper. Just quickly go around. I just thought this might add a little bit of interest. Instead of just having just the shell. Okay, that's it. So what we'll do is we'll put that over there like that. I'm not even going to stick it down. I'm going to stamp right over the top of it. I'm going to bring in our grey granite, and I'm going to ink up, I'll call it sand. And I might stamp off a couple of times. One. You know what? Let's just leave it at one, and we can have them all different. And we'll just put that over there. And I'll just do another one there. So that's one done. Actually, I don't mind that. Then we'll do our next one. Again, I'm going to stamp off twice. When I mask off, I just press a little bit harder on our block so that I get no white space. And we'll stamp off again, just there. A little bit darker, and I've got a little bit of a white space there. That's all right. We might cover that up later. We just don't know. No, let's turn it over. That will annoy the hell out of me. So, we'll just ink this up first. Where's our... And let's try again, eh? done that one. That's got to be done. I'll move that one in there. Put our mask on. Ink our sand up with grey granite. Fingers crossed, that's better. Then we're going to do our pebbles. No, that's not it. Here's our pebbles. Just like that. So that's 2 done. Cover that again. Ink it up our, I don't know what it is, but I'm calling it our sand. I might turn it around and go that way. Don't throw these little masks away. What I tend to do is put them in with the stamp set, and you can use them over and over again, although we do need this. It saves you cutting it out again. So I'll do this one again. And I might just do this once more. Just like that. Okay. Close that up. Put that aside. Turn these over. And we're going to glue these down onto our square pieces of grey granite. Oops. Now, in saying that we're going to, well, I've stamped on these squares, there's nothing to say that you can't create your own image of any sort, or even emboss the piece if you wanted to. Different embossing folders, that'd look different. You could do a technique on any of these squares just for a different look again. So it's entirely up to you what you want to do, and it's how you interpret the card or the picture. Okay, so that's our 3 squares, and what we're going to do now is we'll pop these up. One, 2, I've been playing with a couple of kits this morning, which is where these are left over from. I'll show you shortly if they're handy. Oops. I've just bought myself, updated my computer, and I'm still sort of learning bits and pieces of how to use it. So that's taken a lot of my time as well. Okay, so we've done all that. Then what we're going to do is I don't think the squares here of paper are popped up, but we're going to pop ours up, okay? Only because I've got the embossing for the background, and I've added the extra piece of the extra layer as well. So I'll just lay these down. I'm not going to stick them down yet. I'm just going to sit them there so that I know that they're in the middle. And straight as well. Might move that to here. Sticky little devils. Oops. Now that's 1, 2, 3. And I think that looks pretty straight. Does that look pretty straight to use? Let's have a look. I'm sitting down this morning. I'm not standing. I usually stand and craft. So then what we can do is just press very gently on our squares to stick them down. So there are our 3 squares, okay? Then what we're going to do is our little sentiment, okay? And I think we will use, let's use Wishing You the Best, the very best, okay? And what we'll do is we'll mask off some of that with sticky tape. Now, where is my Wishing You? So if I mask off this bit. Now, another way you could do it is not ink it up, but I'm just going to ink it up the whole lot. Of course, when we're going to do it now, don't forget to remove your mask, okay? Otherwise you're going to have a big blob, and put it way out of the way. Ask me how I know. That's it. That looks straight. Then we're going to grab another piece of sticky tape and we're going to do Mask Off Wishing You. And I always like to try it on scrap paper first. Everyone's a little bit different. Now, I'm actually going to, where's my piece of paper, scrap paper I had here. I'm actually going to just mask that off a little bit because I haven't cleaned the end of it, wrong side. And I'm hoping that it won't stamp Long way around to doing it, but we got there. Then what we'll do is stick that to a piece of grey granite, just like that. Just like that, making sure it's nice and straight. Now on the original card, they've got a little bit of ribbon underneath, but I'm actually going to leave that out. Okay, I'm just going to leave it like this, I think. So what we're going to do is put a dimensional on our right side, and we're going to put a little bit of glue on our left side. And I'm just going to bring this down a little bit, so just bear with me. And I'm just going to stick that in the middle, just like that. Okay, and that is nearly basically our card. Now, if you wanted to, you could put a little bit of bling around, which I think I'll do. This, the bling I'm going to use is from, well, I think, here it is. This bling is from one of the kits I was playing with. I think it's the, actually, it's the birthday organizer that you can pre-order. And there's a little bit left over. And we'll do one more just there. And the are they sequins? Yeah, self-adhesive. And that is basically a oh, I better put it on the base card, eh? So I'm just using thick basic white. I decided not to use colour. I thought we'd just keep it with just all the one colour. And we'll stick this down. And just put that on there like that. Actually, I'm quite liking that. I never know how the cards are going to be like because you sort of don't know. I just pick a couple of colours and go with it. So that is our card. And that is the original card we've cased it from. So don't forget to use your catalogues. They're good for inspiration. So, so that's our card for today. Now, as usual, I did another one. It's going landscape. And I have used, the sentiment is from Inspired Thoughts. That's gold foil. It's been stamped in Memento Tuxedo Black. I've embossed it with the Time Worn Type 3D embossing folder. The presents are from the penguins what are they called? Just bear with me, eh? Penguin Place, that's it, Penguin Place. I stamped them in cherry cobbler and just fussy cut them out. And the DSP is from Lights Aglow from the mini catalogue, and so is the Penguin Place from the mini catalogue. And I've used a bit of the glitter ribbon underneath. So that's the two cards. Same, but different. I quite like them, and they are very different. Okay, so what I thought I'd show you is what I've been playing with this morning. So these are our, this is the kit from the mini catalogue. What's it called? The Nourish and Flourish kit. That's it there. You get all that, okay? And I finally made it up this morning. So that's one card. I'll just move all this out of the way. So that's one card. You get 3 of each, 3 designs and 3 cards of each. So that's one. That's the other one. It's quite pretty actually. I'm really pleased with them. And that's the third one. Okay, so there are your cards from that kit. And they're lovely embossing. I don't know whether you can see that or not, but there's nice embossing. They're dainty leaves. That's a, what do you call it? Zigzag. And that is, I don't know what you'd call that. No. So there are those 3 cards. Then, as I said, I was also playing with the birthday organiser. If I can find the cards, I will show you those. I don't know what I've done with them. Just bear with me. So that's one there, and then that's the other one there. So that could be male or female, and this one is for females. You get 6 designs of each for these cards, and I'm quite liking the organiser. My organiser had it, so this has come in the nick of time. So I'm happy about that. So, but as I said, so that organiser, we can pre-order now, and it will become available, I think it's the 1st of November. Correct me if I'm wrong. But these are our cards for today. Okay. So, as I said, they'll be in our measurements and everything will be in our group this afternoon. And if you recreate it, please share. I'd love to see your work. Okay, thanks very much for joining me, and I'll see you next time. See ya. Hooray.